I'm really confused though by this person that's eating on our podcast.
I got no idea where it's coming from. It's not coming up on any of my screens at all, but I can hear it. It's not coming up on any of the levels, but it's really strange. I can hear the crinkling and sound of someone crinkling some plastic. But anyway.
Do you love to travel?
Do you love road trips?
Do you love finding hidden treasures in towns all over the USA? Hi, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Craig. Welcome to Treasures of Our Town. It's a podcast that explores unique and charming towns scattered throughout the United States.
Guided by our love for location-based games like geocaching, join us as we venture to some of the country's most intriguing destinations, uncovering hidden gems and local secrets along the way.
On today's episode, Josh, we're going to
M-I-double-S-I-double-S-I-P-P-I. Mississippi.
Now you got to say it backwards.
I-P-P-I-double-S-I-double-S-I-M. I-P-P-I-double-S-I-double-S-I-M. It's pretty good.
I knew you would be out of everyone in my entire world that I know, especially Americans, you would know that exactly. So,
well, I live really close to it, so I better be able to say it. Although I don't live close to the state. You live close to the state. I live close to the river.
This is true. But in saying that too, and if you are from Mississippi out there, then I don't mean anything by this. But it's hard with the schooling there. I mean, if you have to make up a name, if you have to make up a song in order to be able to spell your state name, then there must be some issue there. Just saying. Like, how would you sing Minnesota, Josh?
I don't think there is a song for Minnesota.
No, there isn't.
It.
Not at all. Or one for Alabama, for that matter, either. So there you go.
This is true.
Mate, we're back, and we're talking geotours in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
You know what? I don't think we've ever talked about Mississippi or a town in Mississippi.
No.
We've probably covered it in like big things and stuff like that, or March Madness stuff, but I don't think we've ever focused on a city or a town in the state of Mississippi.
We did Louisiana.
Yes, we have.
We did Louisiana, but we didn't do Mississippi.
I honestly have not spent a lot of time in Mississippi, but you're close to it. You've been there several times, and you've been to this city, Hattiesburg, several times yourself. Twice myself. And we'll get into that during the show as well, and the reasons why I had to go back the second time. But meanwhile, Josh, as always, a link to my video, my actual geocaching video itself, is in the description too. So links in there as well. And before we bring her in, I was actually part of a team. There was a two-person team. There was a two-person team?
Me as well.
Really?
Two-person team. And we'll bring her in very, very soon. But first, before we do that, Josh, we've got to do our delays and upgrades.
Cue the sound.
What is it, mate? You can go first, buddy. What's your delay or upgrade for you?
Well, this is all about you, Craig, because we had a conversation about this after we recorded. We actually should have recorded this for the patrons as a very special, because I had a confession. And my delay is that I felt very bad because I met somebody from the UK and they listened to this podcast and they shared with me that I have been saying through our whole friendship, I've been pronouncing your name incorrectly. And I feel awful about that. I feel really bad.
It's okay. It is what it is. It happens all the time from Americans. They cannot. And I answer to anything, Josh. You know that. Just don't call me late for dinner. But anyway, how do you normally say my name?
I normally say it like most people say it here in the United States, I think.
Which is?
Craig.
See how you say it? It sounds like you've got an E in there, but there's no E in there. It's Craig. And so what that means, Josh, is that we've got to say it with like CRA, like crayfish.
Yeah.
So Craig.
That was really helpful. So here's my upgrade. So that's my delay, that I feel bad and I'm apologizing to you. But the upgrade is that I'm going to try to say it correctly right now. Here it is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Craig.
Almost it.
Craig.
No. You're going back to the E. Craig. There you go. Craig. Oh, you're going back to the E a bit there. But anyway, there you go. So let's move on because my delays and upgrades as well. I'm going to say my delays are this, Josh, and that is today. So as we record this, I found one of my quail itself has got a little injury and she's hobbling around on one foot, poor little thing too. And it's one of my adults. So it's one of my ones that lay beautiful, delicious eggs too. So that's my, I mean, it's a delay of sorts. You know, that's the delay, I suppose. It's not a big delay, but it's just one because we've got several. I'm talking several quail.
Yeah, you do. You have so many. You have so many to spare.
And that leads into my upgrades. And the upgrades is that we've got another 40 quail eggs in the incubator. But these times, though, they're all what they call celadon quail eggs. And celadon means that they're actually a blue-colored egg. And so when we reproduce these ones itself as well, then they'll reproduce with the blue-colored eggs as well. So there you go. We're going to have blue quail eggs coming through our store. So,
that's awesome.
There you go.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Very, very cool indeed. All right, Josh, we're going to lead straight into now to the Geotour in Hattiesburg, Geotour, and I am going to lead in with our special guest today. She was with me the whole time as well in Hattiesburg. She was the one that actually surprised me, and we'll get to that too. She surprised me with the actual tour itself, going back and doing the tour, and that is her geocaching name is JB85, also known as Jennifer. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
There you are. Was that you eating all the crinkle cut things?
No. So you left the my Amazon package is laying here, and I was writing something on it.
Oh,
and that's what you heard. I'm sorry.
That's really strange because you were actually muted at the time as well. So anyway, there you go. That's what it was. Amazon package. No one was eating. It was an Amazon package opening up. There it is again. All right, Jen. Welcome to the podcast, Treasures of Our Town podcast. The first time you've been on this podcast, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Jennifer, are you a listener of the Treasures of Our Town podcast? Be honest. Have you listened to an episode?
A few times.
A few times.
Oh, you have?
Okay, that's nice.
You have? That's unbeknownst to me, but anyway. All right, Josh, before we start, we're going to talk about the definition of a geotour. What is the definition of a geotour?
Well, I don't have official definition, like word for word in front of me, but a geotour is a series.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
There is? Oh.
Yeah, there is. I put it in the show notes.
That.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Look at that preparation. Well, actually, a geotour is an official series of geocaches designed to showcase the best attractions, history, and scenery of a destination. It's usually created with a partnership with a local tourism agency, and geotours encourage visitors to explore the area while completing caches and often earning sometimes special geocoins or a digital souvenir, something that you don't have to dust. And it's a fun way to combine geocaching with travel and sightseeing. So essentially, it's a series of geocaches that are put together. And when you complete them all, check, you sometimes get a coin. You for sure get a souvenir, but it's designed to show off a city or designed to show off a certain area. And I love them.
Yeah.
It's a great way to collect souvenirs, and it's a great way to get to know a city a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. And I will say this as well, Josh, and this is now coming direct from the Hattiesburg website itself. And it says, ready to explore Hattiesburg. Don't miss, because they're talking about other tours, not just geotours. Hattiesburg do other tours as well. So if you're not a geocacher, you can still go to Hattiesburg and do these other tours. They're talking about kayaking on the 52-mile Pine Belt Blueways, biking on the 44-mile paved Longleaf Trace. I can't even say it properly. Hattiesburg is also on the fast track to be the city of 100 murals. 100 murals. So be sure to check out the Hattiesburg Public Art Trail. That's not all, though. Hattiesburg is home to 2 military museums, Mississippi's Tiniest Museum, which we'll talk about, and a 16-stop driving tour of the historic path of the Civil Rights Movement. Many of the caches on the official tour will take you to these Hattiesburg staples as well. So there you go.
So whoever is in charge of Hattiesburg's tourism is knocking it out of the park. This is amazing. I remember when we went to the Texas Challenge, we saw a booth with the Hattiesburg people there. So not only is it a great geotour, but they're out there promoting it. They have some great artwork and stuff like that as well. So I saw this tour. This is something I want to do, but you did it twice, kind of. First by accident, right?
One and a half times. So I'll say this before we jump into it and bring Jen in more as well, because she organised the second time for me. She's done it twice. She's done the whole tour twice as well. So there you go. For me, Josh, I was there the first time. I was there by myself. I was in my van, full-time van life, the whole lot as well. And I was traveling through, and I was actually there because it was a stopover for a brewery for one of those, what is
Harvest
it called
Home.
again now?
Harvest Host.
Yes. Harvest Host breweries. Yeah. So I stopped in there for a Harvest Host brewery, had no idea about the Geotour there at all in any way, shape or form. I had my beer. I went to bed, the whole lot. Woke up next morning, I thought, I'll grab a cache in the city beforehand. I looked, obviously, one of the highest favorite point ones. And I drove up and I went into this little alleyway. I won't say any more about the alleyway, but I went into the little alleyway and I found the cache itself. The cache, Josh, had a sticker on it that says Hattiesburg Geotour. And so that's how I knew that there was a geotour. I went, there's a geotour in this town. And I think I messaged you straight away, Josh, too. And I said, guess where I am? And you're like, you're in Hattiesburg, do the geotour. I go, I'm only getting one cache. Like, how are you going? I go, I've got to go. So
and I was so disappointed in you because that was a tour that I wanted to do. I've wanted to do for quite some time. And you're like, you just did one? Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And so when I spoke to Jennifer about that as well, she knew my story. She knew that I only did one. That was it. And it is only an hour and a half away drive from where we are. So, Jen, bring us through your mindset, because I'm telling you now, Josh, I didn't even know we were going to go back and do this little geotour thing. Jen did it all herself. Jen, first and foremost, tell us what were your thoughts in regards to taking me back there to do the geotour?
Well, I knew that you really wanted to do it, and I know that it's going away. So I thought I would use your birthday as an excuse to go over there. So. Yeah,
I know. She said, by the way, it's your birthday coming up. We're going to go away. We're going to do an overnight stay somewhere. I said, okay, that's fine. Not a problem. So, Jen, you actually picked up Hattiesburg for the geotour. Is that the reason why you picked Hattiesburg?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Oh, look at that. And also, because you'd done it before, hadn't you?
I had.
And you got the coin before?
I did. I did it with a couple of other Bamarama crew members, actually.
Nice. So when we went back there beforehand, though, you organised an Airbnb. Tell us about the Airbnb.
So I picked it because of how cute it looked. It looked nice and clean and organized, and it just looked so cozy. And it was pretty much right in the middle of everywhere we needed to be. So it was convenient, too. It
was really nice. And it was a little 2-bedroom place, Josh, as well. A nice big bathroom in it as well. So, and things like that too. I don't know about you, Josh, or anyone else, other listeners out there too. But if you're doing a road trip somewhere, I don't mind stopping if I can, stopping early. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stop caching early, so we can actually take advantage of the Airbnb. And that's what we did too. We stopped at around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Jennifer.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so when we stopped as well, we didn't actually go out and do any of the dining at any of the restaurants. No.
What did you do?
Why? Because
did you cook?
No, I didn't even cook. We did the whole the cheese and the crackers and the wine.
Charcuterie board.
Yeah, charcuterie board.
That's how we roll, Craig.
I know. I see.
We go to the Walmart and get beef and cheese.
Yeah, that's a slightly different than just beef and cheese and that French onion dip that you love, Josh. But anyway,
that's true.
That's all right. All right, Jen, just jump into it now straight away as well. When you're planning the trip itself, you booked the Airbnb, everything's fine. Why did you book an Airbnb as opposed to a hotel room, do you think?
I don't know. I prefer them. Mm-hmm. It just feels more cozy than a hotel.
Yeah.
I just prefer it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Josh, on an Airbnb as opposed to a hotel room?
Often it's just as affordable, as getting, sometimes when you and I travel, we're like, well, we want to hang out together. So like having a common area to hang out together too, and able to have some space to move around. And it's a little more homey, especially I really do appreciate the private Airbnbs. I don't very often get one where you're just like renting somebody's room and then you're like, wake up in the morning, you're like, hi, can I use your toilet?
We have done that. We have done in the past.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, when I was in Paris, I did a Airbnb where I had to ask to use the shower, which is it's really awkward to be like, hey, can I take a shower? Oh yeah, and they're very nice about it, but it just feels weird to ask. So the advantage with Airbnb is Airbnbs are nice when you have the whole place to yourself. And we've done whole shows on Airbnbs where the cool things, we've been to ones where they have arcades in them and hot tubs and, all kinds of fun things. So, things that you don't necessarily get if you're just in a hotel room. So, yeah,
exactly. We might have to do another little Airbnb refresh episode.
For sure.
That'd be
for
good.
Sure.
I like them. I like those ones. Why? I like to research. But anyway, but I didn't do any research on this. No, Jen did it all. She did the research.
That's
she did
so
the whole
nice.
lot.
Wow. I just had to show up.
I know. I had to drive.
Oh, okay. That's something. Jen, so you had done the Geotour once before, and you knew that Craig hadn't, so it was his birthday. But what was it about it that you were like, this is something that I would return to, or I'd return back to Hattiesburg and do that again?
There's two reasons. Number one, I love murals. They do have a lot of murals there. They have one that's really close to one of the Geotour caches. It's a turtle. I love that one. But my number one reason is the Pocket Museum. I love it so much. It's so cute.
And we got to talk about that. What is the Pocket Museum?
So
let's dive in. What's a Pocket Museum?
It's like this whole little alleyway that they have like little critters and creatures tucked away and murals and all kinds of things. But they have like this little window in one of the walls of the building, and they switch it out. I don't know if it's once a month or once a year, but they have like these little miniature things in the wall, and it's like a little pocket in a wall. And you use these little tiny glasses to look into it. And it's just so cute. It's hard to explain.
Gosh. That's adorable. And if you want to see it, I'm sure it's on Craig's video. Is it a virtual or is there a physical there? What exactly is the whole alleyway an adventure lab? Is it all of the above?
I don't remember if there's an adventure lab there or not, but there is a physical there. And they did have something new this time when we were there. Someone made like this big long wooden bridge, and they painted it like the rainbow, and it's the rainbow bridge for dogs. So people come there and they hang their dogs' collars on it. So it's really sad, but sad. Beautiful at the same time.
Yeah. That's really cool.
If you're listening right now and you're not driving, close your eyes and picture this. You're picturing a concrete alleyway with brick walls on either side. There's even like a concrete parking garage and all that sort of stuff as well. But you don't see almost one skerrick of brick. You don't almost see one skerrick of concrete because it's all covered in murals of some sort. And there's different murals in different locations at different times. And what Jen was talking about then was the Pocket Museum, which is the tiniest or smallest museum. It's seriously, Josh, it's a shoebox we're talking size-wise, a shoebox. And the glasses you look into, those those glasses you have, Josh, where you got that little they're normally red in color. I remember when I was a kid, and you put them up to the light, and you got like a pinwheel thing inside, and you click the pinwheel, and it goes different things.
Yes.
Isn't it
it's a Viewmaster?
That's it. Yeah, it was like a Viewmaster that you look into. Similar to that. Okay. It wasn't exactly that, but it's similar to that you look into, and then you could see the whole thing. And there was even a movie playing, Josh. A movie was even playing inside. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So how big is this thing? When you look inside of it, how much space does it take up?
Well, when you look inside, like you do your viewfinder sort of style, then it obviously takes up your entire view. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it looks big, but if you have a look from the outskirts, if you're looking at someone doing it, then it's a shoebox. So inside.
That's amazing. So I wonder, do you know have any idea how this thing got started? I mean, it sounds like, they painted murals and stuff, but is it an artist that did it, or is it the city do you have any ideas how it got there? Maybe you don't.
I don't, Jen.
I don't, unfortunately.
Well, that's something we're going to have to look up, because that sounds really, really fun, really cool. And this is a little bit of a rabbit hole, Craig, but I'm going to say this.
Yes, I like rabbit holes.
You mentioned murals. Well, our good old fun game Munzie now has a special point of interest, Munzie, that can be dedicated to murals. So I wonder, could you put several in there? There's a proximity, I guess, but this week
there is a proximity rule, so you can put one. You'd be able to put one mural POI.
This would be an incredible place to put that. So I'd be surprised if somebody hasn't already done it. And if you haven't, maybe it's you, Craig, or maybe one of the listeners.
Maybe it's Jen. Maybe she could put a mural POI there too.
That would be a perfect place for one.
That'd be ideal for one. So no, that's what it is. The murals change quite often as well, as Jen said as well. I think every 12 months or 2 years, they actually change out some of the murals as well. Jen, apart from the bridge, was there any other new murals that you saw that you hadn't seen before?
I think like every time that I go there, I notice something that I haven't noticed before. So I don't know. Sometimes like, did I already see this and I forgot, or I just didn't notice it before? Because it's a lot.
And Josh, it is a lot. Cool. You could spend almost a day there if you literally do one step at a time and look everywhere. Even for instance, under drain pipes that go under into the concrete bunkers that go into the actual parking lots themselves, if you have a look on those drain pipes between the drain pipe and the ceiling of the concrete, and we're talking 2 inches in height here. But if you, like geocachers, we love to look at all those sort of nooks and crannies, right? If you look at under here, they've even got like little stick figure men things stuck on there glued, and they're doing plumbing work to the drain pipe, that sort of thing too, cool. Like these little miniatures. It is so cool. It is so cool. There was one mural that stood out to me quite a bit because it was like a 3-dimensional mural. And it was at the start or the end, depending on which way you go, of the alleyway itself. And it's one of those narwhals. You know the narwhals, like a whale with a big long husky nose.
Yes.
It was a narwhal painted on the wall with its head coming down, and then its nose, like its husky nose, was actually that of a bollard that was sticking up from the ground. So it was you could touch the narwhal's like nose, like physically touch his nose and
wow. Someday, Craig, we need to do a whole show just on murals, like maybe the top 10 murals in the United States. This one sounds like it would certainly make the list in a top 10 list.
Absolutely,
of murals.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit more about the Geotour. Like how big is it?
So the Geotour itself, there's 40 caches in total. However, because it is going away soon, they haven't really, when we did it, they haven't really upkept a lot of them. So there's a few that have now been archived and stuff as well. So there'd be less than 40. Most of them, Josh, ready for this? Scott Burks, if you're listening, most of them are ammo cans. Hey. The ammo cans are beautiful. They're brand new. They've got stickers on the front as well that say Hattiesburg Geotour stickers on the front. They're always normally packed full of stuff as well, which is nice. The terrains themselves are all nice and easy. The cache types, there's lots of different varieties of cache types. So you could do like ones where we're walking around a walking path or through the alleyway. But then again, there's also not just traditionals. There's a couple of multis in there as well. So one of the multis stood out to me. Why? Josh, think about it. It's okay because it's a spoiler on my video anyway. So if you don't want a spoiler, then don't listen.
Move ahead. But move ahead. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. That's all it can take. One of the multis, we're in a sporting field.
Okay.
And like all caches, we always know in a sporting field, you're going to look at those little caps on the fence posts, right? So you pull the cap off the fence post, and normally you find that there's a container glued under the fence post of sorts, or there's a fishing line and you can pull it up. That's the stereotypical ones. This is a multi. So you pulled up the fence post and there's nothing there except, Josh, a green QR code underneath. And it wasn't a munzie. It wasn't a munzie. Yeah. It was a green QR code underneath where you scanned, and then that gave you the coordinates for the final location too.
That's nice.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I hadn't actually seen a QR code sticker like that before for a multi.
You'll have to visit my special Cache Odyssey cache here in Minneapolis.
No, I'm good. Anyway.
Okay.
You know me by now. I'll have to visit it now, Josh. Why?
Cache.
Because you got to share. It's got a shareable.
You got to collect all those shareables. Yes.
Oh,
so
wow.
there are 40 caches. So that's kind of how do I say this? That's kind of in between 1 day and 2 day. Maybe it's fully 2 days. And let me just say this: if you're going to go to a Geotour, make it a long weekend, or make it at least a weekend. Spend a little money in that town. They put all that effort into making this Geotour possible. And you could wake up at the crack of dawn and then cache all the way into the night and get all 40 of those caches. That is not going to be as fun or as good as taking your time a little bit, enjoying the city, having a bite to eat, taking a break at your Airbnb, whatever you do.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think 40 is a great number for a geotour. I've seen geotours as small as 3 caches and as big as hundreds. So there's got to be a happy medium. I think 30 to 40 is the perfect amount of caches.
So do I as well. And again, one of those memorable caches, because you were saying before about the places it takes you, it does take you all around town. So you got the historic downtown area, you got the mural area, you got the baseball fields and sporting locations. So it does take you around the low town. But there's one location as well that's very, very memorable because we did this before we actually we got the homestead here. We got the chickens, we've got ducks, and we've got goats and all that. But before we got the goats and the ducks we had at the time were quite young. So there were still ducklings itself. And so Jen and I, this is going to spark her interest. She's probably going to giggle in a second as well. Jen and I, we stopped at this one, and it was a nice, beautiful lake, like lake area itself. And you park in a nice parking spot, and you walk around the lake, and there's the cache under the under a tree, the whole lot as well. See,
I just remembered which one you're talking about.
We signed the cache and we signed the logbook. Now remember, our ducks at home were very young and they're ducklings, right? And at this point in time, Josh, we're talking April here. So what's the season of April? I wonder here in America, it's springtime. And so we turn around and Jen, you can now elaborate on the story. What did we see in regards to the ducks?
Well, it seemed pretty violent seeing it in person. It's probably going to sound pretty bad, but this one female duck, it was like the male was pretty much drowning her.
Jeez.
And he just, every time she got away from him, he'd just do it again. And then when he was done, another one came in and I was like, this poor girl. Wow. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. And so we didn't even know, how violent, etc. ducks can be in the springtime, especially the drakes. And so which was good for us because now that ours have gotten older and we saw him do it to, the girls here on our homestead, we go, well, that's normal. That's natural. He's not being a bully. That's what they do. Right. So there you go. So they were making little ducklings of their own, Josh.
Were there any other memorable places or memorable caches that you remember from the tour?
Jen, do you have any others apart from the alleyway one?
My favorite cache would be the one at the little I guess like an Airbnb kind of place. What is it called? It's the Longleaf Piney Resort. Where they have like the little cabins, but they have the cache that's there. It's like a wooden cabin that someone built, and the front of it has like this big stained glass window. It's really pretty, and you can tell they put a lot of work into it.
Oh, I love that.
So in the cabin itself, the actual miniature cabin that's up on a platform looks exactly the same as the cabins in which you can stay in, you see, in the woods area. And what you do, you open up the front of that big doorway and put your hand in, and sure enough, there's a big ammo can inside with Hattiesburg Geotour stickers on it too. Jen, that was I was going to say that was going to be one of mine, but the other one for me as well was the first one that I'd found, when we on this trip. And it was at some sort of like an animal rescue place. And it was at the front of the animal rescue. But again, it was like in a big birdhouse sort of style. And again, you open up the birdhouse and inside was a big ammo can too. So it took you to like this animal rescue place as well too. So which is nice. And of course, there's things inside there where it says, scan the QR code to donate to the animal rescues. That sort of thing too, which is, Josh, I'll be honest with you. You always give back. Geocaches, we always give back to for what we give. And so the amount of geocaching people, I say, in the last since Hattiesburg Geotour was around, that's given some sort of donation to even a place like the animal rescue place. I'm proud to say that that we are members of Geocaching Society too. So
that's awesome. Craig, we've done several geotours together, and some are really well taken care of. Others, I think they get set up and then they just kind of get abandoned by the tourists.
You're talking about the one in Arizona, aren't you?
We won't repeat it, but the one where we showed up at the office and they're like, "What geotour?" But I'm guessing that this one is well taken care of because when we went to Texas Challenge, there were geocachers sitting at the table, which means they were proud of their town. And that's a damn rare thing these days.
Oh, there it is. Wow,
I just realized I forgot it the last episode.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And no one mentioned it to us either. So there you go. It's not everyone listens, but anyway.
But was this taken well care of? At least when you found it?
Yes. Yeah, for the most part it was. And Jen, I'm going to flick this to Jen now as well, because what was the time frame difference, Jen, between the time you did it the first time and then the time you did it with me?
It's pretty much the same. When I went to meet my friends over there, I drove over in the morning and met them at, I believe, at Camp Shelby, and we went and did the one on the base, and we cached all day, and then I drove home. So there were a few that I didn't get out of the 40. So I was able to get those when I was there with you, which enabled me to get my digital souvenir.
Nice.
Because you can get the coin for a certain amount of the 40, but in order to get the digital souvenir, you have to have the entire 40.
Right. So do you know how many you had to get? Was it 30? Was it? I would guess maybe 30. I don't know.
I think it was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might have been about 30, I dare say. But
some geotours are set up on a point basis where you have to, like, if you go to certain restaurants, you get, a certain amount of points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are really interesting, unique, and really actually very clever for the tourism agency. So you have your passport downloaded, and did you print it before you started, or did you go somewhere to get your passport?
You go.
I was going to say, I actually still had mine, and I still had an extra one. So he already had one. Yeah.
But if you don't have an actual copy itself as well, there is a downloadable file on their website too. As I said, links are in the description. Downloadable file on their website where you download it, you can print it out yourself, and it's just a matter of those stamps, like you always see in all the caches themselves, and these stamps go onto the actual onto the passport. That's all you need. But you can go into the store to pick up a passport as well.
They didn't have stamps, remember? They had words. They had code words. You had to write them on your passport.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing the place where you pick up the coin. Now, this would be straight up my alley.
I knew it would
be. Tiny alley. Tell the people where they pick up the coin. The geocoin.
Jen,
this is exciting.
This is all you, Jen.
There's two places, but I've only ever been to the one place. It's like this vintage record shop. You can buy like old vintage vinyls and get a coffee at the same time.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like heaven.
Because it's a cafe as well. So,
my gosh.
And the funny thing is it's because we went to. I just assumed it was going to be the visitor center. See, so I Googled the Hattiesburg Visitor Center, and we went to the visitor center, and it was an actual visitor center. We went in there. Do you think the passport was in there? No. Why? Because it was the visitor center for the conference center. So it wasn't actually the official Hattiesburg Visitor Center because they don't have one, doesn't exist. So it was the visitor center for the conference center, and they then pointed me in a direction saying, no, because they must get it a lot. No, you got to go to this vinyl record store to actually pick up your coin and go from there too. So it's a great mural though on the side of the vintage record store too. Was the official Hattiesburg mural.
Oh, cool!
That says Hattiesburg on the side of that building.
I love that.
So that's really cool.
That is really cool.
So that's where you'll see the thumbnail is from there too.
Very cool. So here's the thing: if there's a tourism agency listening, or a lot of times this starts with a geocacher, that is very proud of their town, which is a rare thing these days, as we know.
2 in a row. Wow.
And
you're making up for last
They
week.
want to show off their town. They want a geotour in their town, and as they think, Craig and Jen, about their town. Where are the good places to hide geocaches throughout a town to get a good idea of the town and cover a lot of area? What are some ideas of places that, because you guys mentioned several places. You mentioned a park, you mentioned the alleyway. Sometimes it's businesses or record stores, duck ponds. Where what does a city have that would be great places for a tour? geocaches?
Well, I personally like the way Hattiesburg did it. I like the variety. So when I do a geotour, I do like variety. I want to go and see their sporting fields and see what they're like. You know what I mean? I want to go to somewhere unique that's only at their area or in their city, which for this case was their mural alleyway and their pocket museum. You see, I don't see any other place having something like that. I want to see something that's unique to that city. I want to see sporting fields. I want to see parks. I want to see open areas. But at the same time, I want to see that those businesses that are unique as well to that particular location and city or town, and mum and pop shops. You know, I'd even go as far as to say I'd love to see a local farm stand or a co-op or something like that as well to be involved in a geotour. Not like the big chain stores, you know, that sort of thing too. And I'd like to see somewhere where you can eat and where you can drink, so like a pub of some sort as well, like either a brewery or something like that too. This one here had a brewery at one of its locations. Unfortunately, it was closed at the time, but that was an ammo can that was chained up to the hitch of of the food truck at the back of the brewery. So,
like that.
Yeah. So things like that, that's really cool too. But this one here, there was a couple of businesses, though, I did notice when you said about maintenance. A couple of businesses that were probably heavily involved in the geotour back in the day that have since unfortunately gone out of business. But the cash is still there. It's underneath the steps leading up to the business that was there too. So, me personally, that's what I like to see. Jen, what about yourself? Where would you like to go and see your location?
I like to see weird things, like things you don't see every day. I can't think of the name of the business, but there's that one business. It was closed when we were there because everything is closed on Sunday and Monday there. Yeah. All the restaurants, everything. But it's this business. They sell like vintage, like antiques and stuff, but they have like this outside courtyard area, and they have like half of a Volkswagen Beetle, and you open the trunk and there's the ammo can inside there. But they have like old McDonald's signs and phone booths and all kinds of crazy things outside. I love going there, seeing weird things like that. I like the weird stuff.
That's the place where I actually lost you because you were too busy walking around taking photos and videos. I'm like, where's she gone? I've found the cache. It's time to move on, but Jen's nowhere to be seen because she's off taking photos.
There was a cat. I had to see the cat.
That too.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jen, because if a town has something unique, weird, or sort of like a world's largest, you gotta highlight have to highlight the weird, wacky thing or some unique piece of history that you're like, I wouldn't have gone here otherwise if it wasn't for geocaching. So it's, all the best places that, small towns like this can bring you. And let me just say, Hattiesburg, I just looked it up. It is kind of a perfect size, small. It's kind of like a small, big town, 48,000 people. That's not too big. It's not too small. It's just enough to have just some really great amenities and have charm, but not be tiny where it has nothing. This seems like a really like perfect small, medium-sized town / city. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I think it was perfect size for a geotour of sorts as well. Any big in that too, like, if you go to big cities, they're not worth it because it's hard to find parking and all that sort of thing too. Whereas Hattiesburg, parking wise, was nice and easy, nice and quick, always like close by. Call me a lazy person, but I'd rather have a nice area where I can literally park, jump out, and even if I walk around the block, I'll walk around the block. But you know what I mean, where I can actually find a spot to park. I'm not frustrated by, there's no parking spots left and blah 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 as well. So I like that sort of style. Maybe as well because it was a weekend that in the middle of Hattiesburg during the weekend there was not many people working. So the traffic is lighter too. So maybe that's another plus.
We were there on Sunday and Monday. Everything's closed there, so that's why we had no trouble finding parking because nobody was there.
Nice. Perfect.
Here I am thinking it was a Saturday. See, Josh, I'm hopeless. It was actually a Sunday, Monday.
Jen's on this show.
I'm terrible. Yeah. See, I told you I got her on here for a reason. See,
you said everything was. Everything was closed, but was there any restaurant you did visit to?
No, because we tried. Okay. They were all closed. Wow. Like the brewery was closed. The restaurants were closed. Wow. Yeah. We ended up going to like a grocery store and getting snacks basically. But there was one coffee shop that we found that was open Monday. Mm-hmm. It was like across the street from the record shop.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good coffee shop too. Again, it was one of those coffee shops, Josh, whereby locals owned it. And inside it is artwork that's for sale by local artists.
Yes.
That sort of style of coffee shop. It wasn't it wasn't a Starbucks or any of that sort of stuff as well. It's actually a local stuff too, which is really nice. And I find it as an Australian point of view, those sort of coffee shops have much better coffee than any Starbucks have or any other place. So yeah.
So if you want to dine at a restaurant, you would recommend going Tuesday through Saturday, not Sunday and Monday.
For sure.
But if you don't want traffic and you don't want to bother with muggles lurking about, it might be key to go when you guys went. So.
Because that's the thing as well, Josh, when you say about muggles as well, if you're not a geocacher, a muggle is someone who doesn't know about geocaching. There are geocaching people out there that are muggle friendly, like you, Josh, and then there's other geocachers out there who don't like muggles, like me. So I quickly remember a story whereby Jen, I think I've told you this story. We're in California, and Josh wanted a cache that was placed in one of those bollards in a parking lot, the ones the concrete bollards where that stops cars from going over the top. We're out front of a business, and Josh said, "I can see the cache there. It's you can see it, and you could see the actual bison tube inside the bollard part." However, there was a guy in a big truck and sitting in the truck on his phone, doing something on his phone. Josh said, "Film me, I'm going to get it." I go, "What?" He crawled underneath this guy's truck. Luckily, this guy wasn't a CIA agent or any of that sort of stuff too, because he would have got shot. He crawled under the truck just to get the cash. So hey, Josh isn't scared of a muggle.
He wasn't. He was on public property. He didn't own that. He didn't own that parking lot. I didn't touch his truck. And
you touched his tire.
Well, and if you would have said anything, I would have just tried to convert him to geocaching. There you go. This is what I do. So
yeah. Another rabbit hole. But
are you ready, Jen and Craig?
Oh, there you go.
Are you ready for some rapid fire questions about Hattiesburg Geotour? And you've answered some of them already, but you can repeat. But here's the deal with rapid fire questions. You can't tell me a story. It can't be a long 2 sentences. It's got to be quick. One phrase or sentence or word. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
And ladies first. Here
we go. Rapid fire begins now. Your favorite cache on the tour?
The More Than a Feeling stained glass log cabin.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I was going to say the same one.
Okay. Favorite location in Hattiesburg?
Pocket Museum.
Yeah, Pocket Museum, 100%.
Wow, you guys this is like match. is this match game?
The perfect match, matchy.
The perfect geo match. Okay, here's what I'm going to talk about. The hardest one to find.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Maybe they were all.
I would say the one behind the brewery. Actually, it was an ammo can attached to the thing.
No,
for me, that
I knew where it was.
For you,
because you tried to find it, you couldn't find it. I said, "I know where it is. I got you."
Yeah. So for me, that was the hardest find. But Jen didn't have any hard finds.
All right, we're no longer matching. So okay, this is real. This is real life. No. This wasn't a setup. The biggest surprise in Hattiesburg, the biggest surprise about the town that you're like, wow, this is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Pocket Museum, because it's always different.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And for me, it was that weird location that Jen was saying before about how the cache is inside the Volkswagen hood.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
Yeah.
Best photo opportunity in Hattiesburg.
Pocket Museum.
Perfect.
Yeah, Pocket Museum.
Would you go to Hattiesburg again?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Like Jen said, me personally, like the Pocket Museum changes that often. I'd like to go and see it again. At the same time, even if it doesn't change, as she said as well, that sometimes you miss things. Mm-hmm. And so this time, but this time I'd go during the time when businesses are open, so I'd actually consume some food and stuff as well and go to the brewery there.
Yeah. How many miles did you walk? Are there, paths, or do you have to walk a great distance, or are there a lot of them just like park and grabs?
A lot are park and grabs, but there are several that you have to walk to.
Okay, so it's a mix.
Yeah.
Do you concur? Do you concur, Craig? Do you agree?
I agree. The longest one we had to walk to, we got distracted by a duck's mate.
Yeah, distracting. Would you recommend this geotour to new geocachers?
Yes.
Absolutely, because of the size of the actual cache containers. They're all ammo cans, most of them.
That and it would get someone addicted to geocaching. Like if this is your first geotour, like you're new and you see murals and pocket museums and crazy ducks and all kinds of things, you would be like, I want to do this more.
Yeah. Perfect. And I think this answers the next question. Would kids enjoy it? I mean, you're talking ammo cans.
Oh, yes.
So
yes,
kids would enjoy it.
Kids would definitely enjoy it.
All right. Ding, ding, ding. Those were all correct answers. Well done.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, you missed the last question, though. There is the last question.
Is there anything that you would do differently next time you...
Jen?
Go during the week so we can eat all the good food.
There you go.
I figured. We're matchy as well, so there you go. Yeah, I missed out on the brewery, Josh, too. Me with my Untapped and stuff as well, and I have a flight, and I can get 4 logs on my Untapped, and and Jen doesn't drink beer at all. She doesn't like beer. She doesn't like the taste of beer. However, there's been a handful where she's tried mine and enjoyed it to the point where actually she's purchased one of those. Mostly they're the fruity sort of sour beers she likes more so than anything else. So there you go.
All right, I am sold. I need to go to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Have not spent a lot of time in MISSIPPI. And if you're listening to, maybe you searched a podcast for geotours, you're like, what is a geotour? Or maybe you're a tourism agency and you're like, I've heard of this. I think this is something we'd like to bring to our city. I suggest if you're a tourism agency, find the geocachers in your city and find them and create some really good geocaches and come up with some really good locations. Those are the 2 ingredients: great caches, good locations, and also geocachers that are there to help maintain them. I think that Josh, would be great. Yes.
I will say there's a very good, very, 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 very good video out there too that proves that if you hide it, they will come.
That's right. That's right. Maybe the best geotour in the world. Maybe Gilby's geotour might be the best in the world. I mean,
it's up there
for cache quality. Yes, the location,
cache quality,
location.
You seen one shelter belt. You've seen them all.
Yeah, but, that's true. But ghosts do come out of it.
This is true.
And so, but you might be the other way around. You might be a geocacher that's proud of their town, and you might be like, I want a geotour in my town. And you would need to approach your tourism agency and show them some videos. Show Craig's video of Hattiesburg. I have some great ones of the Fargo Moorhead. I got one from Norfolk, Nebraska. We've got one from Lompoc, California. So there are lots of videos on both of our channels of us completing geotours, and it really shows and really highlights how great the city is. The cities are.
Do you remember watching my video of the Hattiesburg, Josh? I mean, Jen was on it as well.
I do, but I need to go back and watch it.
Yeah, because I even say in the beginning, this is a geotour. If you don't know what geotour is, I go to Josh with the geocaching vloggers videos because he does more of them. So there you go.
I am a geotour junkie. I haven't done one for a while, but I seek them out.
Yeah.
Because I love travel. I love traveling to these little unknown towns, and that's what this podcast basically is about. I mean, we could make a whole podcast just going to geotours and talking about them and talking about this, talking about the cities. I love talking about geotours and doing them.
And in saying that too, Josh, if you are a geotour person listening to us right now, then reach out to Josh and start a conversation to get Josh out there as well to do your geotour, to video your geotour, to sort of promote your geotour that way too.
Yeah, we've been known to go to cities we never knew about for a hotel stay and maybe a flight, airplane flight, not a beer flight, although we'll accept beer flights as well. And food vouchers. If you got all 3 of those, we're there, right, Craig?
Absolutely. With bells on and cameras in hand and microphones and the whole lot too. So there you go. Very cool. But Josh, speaking of in regards to our listeners itself, we're talking about the real avid listeners now, the patrons, the patrons of this show, the ones that stuck by us through thick and thin, through
silence,
everything, and then silence of nothing as well. So if you've been enjoying this podcast, Josh, and want to become a patron, how can they become a patron of the show?
We do want to thank our patrons for all their support. They get extra golden nuggets, and our friend Nuzmilk actually provided a golden nugget to one of our patrons, like a real golden nugget. But when I talk about golden nuggets, I talk about like bonus footage and bonus audio and all those things. So, but what you're really doing is you're really helping this podcast to continue going, because we don't do commercials. We don't do ads. It is completely supported by our patrons. So if you'd like to support us on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/treasures of our town.
Otherwise, Josh, how can people find us if they want to contact us as well?
Feel free to reach out to us at treasuresofourtownpodcast@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or our Buzzsprout site. Just search Treasures of Our Town in Google and you'll find us.
And Josh, that includes if people are, as you said before, proud of their town and they want to actually talk about their town more as well. We're always happy to look at guests, Josh, as well. So sure. I do get emails from these random scammers that are saying, for this amount of money, we're going to get you a person on the show. I'm like, no. So we want the real people. We want the real Americans out there as well who really are proud of their town, who want to talk about their town, talk about maybe you've got a geotour in your town and you want to promote it too. So let us know. Give us a call or message us on those sites. But otherwise, Josh, that's our show for today. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcasting app. And as always, Josh, before we go, thank you so much to Jennifer. As well. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
I was going to say goodbye to her at the very, very end, because I was going to say goodbye to everybody, and then I was going to say goodbye to Jen and give her a special goodbye. But I'm going to get very focused. Jennifer, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Come back again.
Yes.
And thank you for my trip to Hattiesburg.
You're welcome.
For sure. What a gift. This podcast would not have happened without Jennifer. So
not at all.
May your travels always lead you to the most unexpected and amazing hidden gems around the world in the USA. See you next time. Bye. Bye, Jen.
Bye.
Bye, Craig.